What's going on, guys? So today I wanted to show you guys my Trang-Oul set Poison Nova Necromancer. Now, this is another build that I'm really new to, and I kind of just built this character a few months ago, and it was a ton of fun. And greetings. It's just an awesome build, and it's a lot of fun. What's crazy though is my Poison Nova does about 10k damage, but my Poison Explosion does, oh my god, this Poison Explosion does a ridiculous 73 to 77,000 damage. I don't know. I'm just trying to like take that in for a second, but the weird thing is, I don't know, the Poison Explosion doesn't really have a wide radius like Corpse Explosion does. So it doesn't really seem to do much. I kind of just cast Poison Nova and, man, shut up. I kind of just cast Poison Nova and some other stuff, and it goes pretty well, and hell monsters die pretty easily. So I'm just going to get into it like I always do. I'm going to show you guys my gear, show you guys my skills, and just talk a little bit more about the build. Now, you know, there are other builds like this where you don't have to use the Trang-Oul set, but you know, I just wanted to use the Trang-Oul set because it looks really cool, and you know, you're this little vampire running around. I thought it was pretty cool. But probably the most expensive item for this build is Death's Web, which is extremely rare, and the stats vary a lot, so you might get a bad one. So that's probably the most expensive item to get for this build. So now I'm using the full Trang-Oul set here, and now I was gonna put poison facets and poison jewels in the 3-piece set right here in the armor, but I just haven't gotten around to that yet, so it's hard to trade on non-ladder. There's barely anyone on there. So I'm using the full Trang-Oul set. I'm using a 3 Poison and Nova faster cast rate amulet, 2 just kind of random faster cast rate rings, Alder's boots, and on switch I have CTA and Lidless Wall. And I have all Poison and Bone Skill Grand Charms, and the Annie, and the Torch. But one thing to mention about this build is when you're in vampire form, it kind of messes with your faster cast rate breakpoints when you're in that form. So it's really hard when you're in vampire form to get a good faster cast rate, especially with the full Trang-Oul set. I mean, I'm using every piece of equipment that I can to get faster cast rate that I can. This is the highest cast rate that I can possibly get using the Trang-Oul set, unless I switched out Death's Web, which wouldn't make any sense because it does a ridiculous amount of damage and gives, you know, $2 skills and poison and bone skills. It's just an incredible wand to use. So, and then for my mercenary, the thing is, you could use Infinity if you wanted to, but Infinity with the Conviction Aura, it's not going to affect the poison damage. So it's really kind of just up to you what kind of mercenary you want to use. I just kind of threw some stuff together on the Act 5 Merc here. I gave him a Grief Phase Blade so he can swing like really fast. Fortitude, and I got the Giant Skull because I don't think he's... I think he needs a lot of dex to use the Phase Blade, so that's why I did that. But that's just some random stuff I put together right there. But as far as the skills go, I put 20 Poison Dagger, 20 Poison Explosion, 20 Poison Nova, let's see, and 1 into all this stuff here, you know, Bone Prison, Bone Wall if you want to be a dick and cast a bunch of bone walls everywhere and make it so no one can move. You guys all remember that shit. So let's see, as far as my curses go, I do use lower resist a lot, and just put 1 point into all these skills here. As far as summoning skills go, I kind of just put 1 point into you know, most of this stuff. I'm still kind of learning this build a little bit. I mean, just putting the points into the poison skills are the main part, and then after that it's kind of like personal preference. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use an iron golem and you want to create the iron golem out of like a ridiculous weapon like pride or infinity, you could go and do that. But to be honest with you guys, you know, I haven't played a necromancer for very long throughout my 17 years of playing Diablo 2, so I can't really say that I have like a personal recommendation for like what you should do with your extra points, or you know, what kind of golem you should use or whatever. I mean, that's all stuff I'm still learning. I mean, like I tell you guys all the time, I mean, there's just always so much to learn in Diablo 2. It's just like endless, man. So the necromancer is just one of those classes where, you know, I'm still kind of learning how to play necromancers, because, you know, I just don't play them that much, you know, and a lot of people play other builds. So but let's get into some killing right here, and I'll show you guys how this build works out for me. So, and what I do is you know, like I said, guys, I'm totally kind of new to necromancers, but you know, everything I do with this build works out pretty well. So I usually just cast lower resist, and then I just cast poison novas, and then all the monsters just freaking fall over and die. I don't even have my hotkeys set up yet, so, and I usually just pick a random golem, and you know, throughout all this, you know, you can raise skeletons and do all that extra stuff, but you know, each build is different, so you kind of got to get used to what you do on one build compared to another. You know, summoning necro is gonna summon skeletons everywhere. With this build, you're just gonna do that kind of whenever you want, you know. But for me, I just go around casting poison shit, and they die pretty easily. So check this out. Just kind of cast it, and then it's kind of like damage over time, and bam, I mean, hell mode, they're freaking dead already. So it's pretty crazy, man. And then especially if they get close to any of these corpses, you know, I got that 77k fucking poison explosion for them. Let's go over the shank and see how well we do against this boy. It's a pretty badass build, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of skeptical at first, like, the Trang-Oul set really gonna work, and it's like, shit, man, this is crazy. And look at that, they're just dead. I mean, dude, it's just ridiculous. I just casted like 2 poison novas, and I just stood there, and they're fucking dead, man. It's crazy. I mean, I could just imagine how powerful a build like this would be. I know there's a lot of poison nova PvP builds, but I could just imagine how crazy this build would be if you had, like, you know, really expensive gear. I went with Trang-Oul set because it looks cool, and you know, you're a cool vampire, but I can just imagine how powerful it would be with even better gear. So now what I'm gonna do is always, I'm gonna join a higher difficulty game and see how well it works out. GSP Pride Duels, here we go. Let's check it out. See if they killed them. Nope. Mana burners. Dead, son. I mean, jeez. I don't know why I'm failing to do so much, not that much damage to that guy, but oh well. Let's Let's go see what I can do solo. So the mercenary is just like extra melee damage and shit. Oh, someone killed him. We'll go do some bail or chaos, see how that goes. I'd like to get my mercenary back though. Haha, dude, his name's Ragnar. You guys notice that? Act 5 mercenary, like Ragnar Lothbrok, you know, from the Viking show. It's pretty cool. Like little things like, good to see you, Kane. See, like little things like that, like what, you know, it's really cool that Blizzard North added all these little like Easter egg type things to Diablo 2, you know, like naming the mercenaries after like these, you know, historical figures and shit like that. It's really cool. Ragnar Lothbrok. Oh shit, they're immune to poison. Fuckers. See, I don't, like I said, guys, I don't really know, like, what other fucking, you know, spells I could use and shit. Dude, I'm totally still kind of noobish to this build. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if he just goes, you run into a poison resist monster, you're fucked or what? I mean, I could use, like, I don't know. See, bone spear, some shit. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Let's go see what they got over here. More poison resist fuckers. Let's go through the halls of pain. See what we could do here. Doesn't have very good survivability, it seems. To me, what I would probably do, since I'm fucking dying, what I would probably do is get like an Act 5 mercenary with a lot of, you know, damage reduction. Kind of just let him do all the work, and you stand back and cast poison novas. But you know, as you can see, probably not the best solo class to just run around with. But, you know, if you're in here by yourself doing stuff, I mean, this is like crazy easy mode, man. Like how fast these dudes die. Hell yeah, rare Eaton Axe. But I mean, like I say all the time, guys, I mean, there's so many builds and so many different things you could do in this game. Like, people tell me, why do you still play Diablo 2? And, you know, what's there to do on Diablo 2 anymore? You know? Or other games have replay value too. Why Diablo 2? Because I love Diablo 2, man. And, you know, it's just crazy after 17 years. I mean, there's just still so much stuff to learn, man. Like, you know, I've spent so much time just learning sorceresses and barbarians and paladins. I mean, necromancers are like a whole nother level, dude. I mean, you could do shit with the golems. You can make summoning necromancer, a poison dagger necromancer. Just, I mean, look at that. If I had a dagger on, I'd be doing 35k fucking poison dagger damage. You know, it's that, dude, that's what makes this game so awesome, is that, you know, there's just so much to learn, so much to do, so much to see. You know, like, even with this build, you know, I don't know every single little in and out of this build. I just kind of showed you guys, you know, what I'm working with right now. And same thing with the throw barbarian that I just did. I mean, that was the first time I made a throwing barbarian. You know, I just kind of learned how, you know, the throwing weapons worked, you know, repairing them when they run out of quantity and things like that. I don't know, and that's what keeps me playing this game, man. It's just, you know, there's always something to do, and, you know, you kind of got to go and find it and test things, and, you know, try different builds. I mean, go try a fucking necromancer, or, you know, a weird assassin or anything. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, I mean, that's about it for this build. I mean, I'll probably show you guys some more. Maybe build a new necromancer, maybe something a little bit more unique. You know, I like to make up my own builds and kind of go my own way about builds. And you know, creating builds is something I really love to do, because it's like I can be creative and come up with something on my own, like, you know, the Boadin and the Frozen Orb, Volcano Barbarian. You know, making those classes is so much fun, man. But do me a favor, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this build. Since I am kind of still noobish with necromancers, I would appreciate if you guys could give me some feedback on what you guys think about what I could do or use. You know, like what kind of golem to use if, you know, you don't want to use the item golem. You know, things like that. I'm still learning myself, guys. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's, you know, I think it's really important and really, you know, necessary to shed light on these topics with Diablo 2, and kind of, you know, that's what I like to do with Diablo 2 when I do my videos is, you know, I really like to shed light on what Diablo is and, you know, what this game is capable of, and this is what makes the game so great, you know. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content all the time. So, and I will be playing other games on the side, you know, but Diablo 2 is always going to be a thing here. So, but I will see you guys on my next video, and thank you guys so much.